moves here. Wi-Fi. It's warm, like crazy warm. So I'm gonna pass you guys off the bridge real quick. I gotta grab something out of the truck, and then we are gonna see some big cats. I just gotta run the truck real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hi. Hey, everybody. Let's see. I'm gonna make sure that Wi-Fi. You know what? I don't know how to figure out if Wi-Fi is off, so hopefully it's off. And then we'll figure out commenting and all that jazz. All right. So I'll hang out here and wait for Andy. There's Deb. Hi, Deb. All right. We're just letting everybody kind of gather because just a quick break. Did you turn Wi-Fi off on my phone?
I did turn Wi-Fi off.
Oh, nice. Huh. Excellent.
I'm not going to make that problem twice in one day.
I'm going to ask you to not lean on me because, again, you smell bad. Yes, Daniel, the GoPro did die. It actually, it was like, all right, we're out of battery power. Goodbye.
Yeah, it was like, but yeah. It just died. It's at mercy.
Let's see. Yes. Oh, good. Helena made some coffee. I had some electrolyte water. Andy,
some electrolyte water now.
Andy got some Gatorade. Deb says to check your messages.
Checking them.
Hey, Sally, welcome. Glad you were able to join us this morning. We're just kind of letting everybody get in and get ready.
Oh my God.
I told you, isn't she stinking cute?
Summer is the cutest. Oh my gosh.
Andy has never seen her before, apparently. And I know.
Seriously. That... Wow.
That girl is adorable. And since we're talking about summer, I just want to remind you guys that today our fundraiser goes towards the Bobcat Rehab. Yes.
Yep. Costs $7,500 to minimum to take care of one of these cats up to the point of its release. So it covers medications, all that fun stuff.
Summer's going to be with us for a while because she's so young. So Bobcat Rehab is our fundraiser. Everybody, for the people that are just joining us, let's share that photo of her again because in case you missed it, this one right here.
That one right there.
Oh,
holy smokes.
Thank you for the donation, Anonymous.
Cutest kitten on the planet right now, aside from Marzipan. But that oh
aside
my
from
gosh.
Marzipan.
That is just fluff to the extreme.
Oh, thanks, Bella. Thank you for the donation. That's awesome. All right, do we have live chat here?
No.
I don't either. I'm afraid.
No, it's kind of moving
chat.
there.
Oh, fart.
Now
we have
chat.
no chat. Top chat?
Oh, this is fun.
Super chat. Well, okay, well, we have no messages, so...
I'll pull it up on my phone, too.
Oh, okay.
So, hopefully we won't miss anything.
Looks like the cat Nick looks like Dobby.
Did you just make a Harry Potter reference?
I did. The one Harry Potter reference I've ever make.
The first time in the history of time that Bridget makes a Harry Potter reference. I feel like... There we go. Now I gotta watch the commercial.
Okay. Oh my goodness, thank you for the donation, Anonymous.
Whoa, hey now. Thank you, Anonymous. We're already up to $290.
Okay, so... Oh!
Moon Monster's up.
That might actually be Duchess that's calling. Yes, that is Duchess that is calling.
Are you getting comments now?
Some. Yes, a little bit. Okay. All right, there we go. I have comments back. I don't know if I have all the comments. Woo!
Austin is a huge Priya fan.
All right, Austin, we're gonna see if we can say hi to Priya. She's in her den. Guys, I was watching the Music Man last week, and I have had Music Man songs stuck in my head since then.
Please don't.
I won't sing them for you, but
You should.
all right. Well, Oh, I can go to this window here.
Dude, we just had Pikachu say hi to us.
Nice. I think Pikachu is Trisha.
Is it?
I think so. There she is. Hi, Priya. I'm over here, silly. Priya. Hello? Priya? Priya? Oh, hi! Hello! Hi. Yeah. Where's your fan? Yeah. What's up, Priya? Oh, is that it? Big giant spider web. Stop being a weirdo. There. Hi. What are you doing in there? Hi. Oh my. Well, I think that's everything, ladies and gents. All right. Moving on to the next girl. Let's see. I saw her roaming about, but she may have gone back in her den. Are you in here? Yes, you are. Hello, Duchess. Duchy. Duchess. What happened?
Squirrel just threw a nut at me.
The squirrels are retaliating against Andy. What are you doing, Duchy? Duchess! Duchess! Hi! Hi, Duchess! Wow, everybody's hanging out in their dens now.
I think it got just a little too warm earlier, but it seems like we have a little cold front moving.
All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to pass this back to you for a second.
Hi, guys. Turn you around here. And by the way, I put the links to the podcast into the chat. I know we're kind of pushing this on everybody, but it's really cool. And when we drop the audio version later today, I think you guys will really appreciate it. So, yeah, get in on that. And then also keep in mind, 12:30. So after this walkabout at 12:30 on YouTube, they're dailybigcat.com. So pretty much right after this. We will have the video version of the podcast coming out, and you're not going to want to miss it. If you care about these guys, you're not going to want to miss that podcast. There's so much vital information in there. What's going on?
There's a breeze. Oh, hi. I don't know. We're sort of halvesies.
So, I have a question.
Yes?
How did you become so darn cute?
I don't know.
Hi. What you doing, Dutch? Duchess?
Like, come back here. We'll walk you to the food dish.
And there she goes.
Hey, Mom. Hi, Dad.
All right.
Oh, you coming back? Duchess?
Oh, hey, you were right. You get you a trip.
Yes.
Duchess. All right, lady. Let you wander, okay?
All right. Give that back to you.
Got it.
Let myself out.
Yeah, you will.
I'm gonna need you to hold that for the most part today, if you can. I mean, I know that you have.
Gotcha.
Um,
Do you wanna trade?
well, you can't go behind the barricade for most of this. But so while I'm not behind the barricade, I'm gonna have you hold that because
Gotcha.
my knuckles are starting to hurt.
Gotcha. It's really weird. We can't see any comments on the camera phone. Oh, comments are working again.
Yeah, I told you they were.
Oh. You said you see some of them.
Yeah.
So here's a.
Oh yeah, you guys want to see an up-to-date version of Tiger Lake?
Why not? Because
It's transparency.
yeah,
We believe in transparency here at Big Cat Rescue, and Andy and I support that wholeheartedly. So
yep. I received some very interesting messages this week from people. Most prominently Daniel, who let us know about Stony. And now that I look over there, is Stony even there?
yes,
He is there.
It's
He's got-
not good.
He's got very skinny legs now.
It's not good.
Really skinny legs.
It's not good.
Yeah. We should probably feed him some rocks.
Okay, so Deb said that the grass carp should be arriving in the next few weeks. That's good. So I actually have one of my former coworkers. His brother is becoming an FWC officer. I don't know what you would call that. He's
Ranger
something.
No.
I don't know.
person.
Yeah. So I had a conversation with him about hydrilla, and that's what you guys are seeing here. It's called hydrilla. It is not a native species. Someone brought it in apparently because they thought it would look pretty and be ornamental in their home pond. And it is an invasive species. So you can see it has taken over.
Oh, so somebody put this in here.
Well, not in here. Basically what happened is somebody brought it to the United States or to Florida. I'm not exactly sure. And then because it is not native, it became an invasive species. So if a bird went into that person's pond, there is a potential that the bird like picked up some sort of like seed or I don't know, something attached to a bird, and then the bird landed in this lake, and then all of a sudden it bloomed.
Why do people do this? You know what I mean?
Ornamental things?
They bring invasive species here. You know, we invent the plane, they bring apex predators to the United States that don't belong here.
Well, you could do that with a boat.
You could, actually, it's probably done with the boat first. You know, it's just, leave nature alone, people.
Yep. That's you. You goof. Fortunately there is a species of carp that eats the hydrilla. So we have gotten with FWC, Florida Fish and Wildlife, and they are going to provide us with enough to cover the multitude of water that we have here, which should hopefully then help, but there's still so much that needs to be done in order to get this gone. So
once the carp are in there and the carp take over, can we fish in there?
I don't know. I don't think that I would eat those fish because
I wouldn't want to eat them. I just want to fish.
Ugh.
Then again, that kind of goes against everything that we've been talking about, but I do enjoy fishing.
So the grass carp are sterilized before being released. Ah, very good to know. Thanks, Deb. Deb is just a font of information. She knows things that...
All right, cool.
It's actually a thing, a font of information.
No, I was thinking sterilized fish.
Oh.
So it's like a one-shot deal. You put them in there, they kill it, and hopefully they do the job the first time around.
Hopefully. But yeah, invasive species, people, not cool.
Could you imagine little fish getting sucked up into the pump and getting stuck into the pools?
You're a horrible human.
And we clean those pools out, not crazy frequently, so the fish would have a time to get bigger. I could see Jasmine having like a whole thing with this.
Jasmine's stinking hilarious.
I mean, we could start her own YouTube channel on watch the cat freak out when a fish touches her. Or
oh, Max, buddy.
Viral video of cat pooping in pool, jumps 8 feet, throws poop all over, started by fish. You know? There you go.
Thanks. I'm gonna go in here.
All right. I will keep eyes on you.
Thank you. Who said that? Marcy goes, holy carp, Batman.
Holy carp crap.
All right, so we're gonna say hi to Max. And I can't see a lot of comments based on sun. Oh yeah, Seth with the fish. I miss that boy dearly. Oh, I miss that boy. Hey, Max. Hi, Bud. Ooh. Oh, I'm going to turn you guys around. Sorry. You probably wanted to see that, not me. Hey, Max. Hi, Max. You're okay, Bud. Hi, Max. Max wants to go into this section of the enclosure that's locked off right now because you can see we've got a volunteer and an intern doing work. So it's okay, Bud. I'm gonna leave. So in order to safely do all of these things that we need to do, sometimes the cats have to be locked away so that work can be done inside the enclosure. I can see some comments, but I need to give this to you real quick. I need to go to the leopard lounge and wash my hands real quick. I'll be right back.
What'd you do? Okay. Okay, I got some song and dance going on here. All right, so real quick, let me see, make sure I got the check on. Can you guys still see this? Can you see the guy in the blue shirt? Can you see the guy in the yellow shirt? because my phone is not showing the video. Okay, thank you, Daniel. All right, so it looks like it is working on your end. My phone's just having issues. P.S. AT&T fixed the problem. All right, so this is how we do it. So right now, who was in here? I think it was Kali was in here. And I'm gonna turn the mic so you guys can not hear so much of that. So Kali was in here, and so since Kali is not in here, we then go ahead and but it's blurry on mine. All right. So since the cat isn't in here, we get on in there and we start to clean some stuff up. And so this is what we do. Hey, quick little vote out to everybody since Bridget isn't here, but I'm probably going to get myself in trouble for asking this. Would you guys like to get a tour of Kali's enclosure? Or better yet, this part of Max Tiger's enclosure? All right. Let's see if we can pull this off. All right, so I think first things first, I need to make sure that I can actually come on in. You guys mind if I come on in there? All right. Get some of that, and do one of these. Going in. Oh, they got a third one. And we're going to shut this up. So you might be wondering why we lock the doors behind us even though there's not a cat in here. I wondered this for a long time too. The reason that we do it is out of habit. And the thing is that once you start to break your habits and they fall to the wayside, safety falls to the wayside. So this is why we have all these doors. First off, make sure we're safe. That's why we have a lot of doors. Secondly, it's why we have all of these clips, is so we remember to take care of them. All right? And if you're typing something right now, I can't see it just because I'm paying attention to this thing, but I'll check comments in a second. I am not left-handed. All right, here we go. I cannot get this clip. Sorry, guys. There. I think I only need 2 of these, but we're gonna go 3 for good measure. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me check your comments. All right, so it's just Max's enclosure. So this is part of Max's enclosure, right? So Johnny is over here being the awesome Johnny. So let's see. One lockout right here where Max and I would come to eat. And let's see, as you can see, it gets a little overgrown in here, which is why we tend to, as soon as the cat's out of here, we come on in with a weed eater, we cut it all down, we cut it all back. So as far as that goes, we just take advantage of the fact that the cat's not in here. Let's just go ahead and clean it up. And as you can see, this is why tigers aren't pets. This is hard plastic. Imagine if that was flesh. I mean, just bad stuff. All right, and so we're gonna come through here. See what happens, you leave me to my own devices.
I see. I'm grateful to Ryan for supervising you, so thank you for that.
Thanks, Ryan. And the scratch marks on the tree. Go way up there. Looks like we even have some scratch marks on this big old branch right here. It sticks out. And then you can see all this area that Ryan cleared out. And look at that. Just does look good. Looks real good. And then here is the enclosure. Smells like a cat. Or does the stream look very blurry? Let me see if I can clean that up, because you're not the first person to say that. So let's see here. Maybe that helps. Maybe it won't. And then Over here we have a pool. So yeah, if you ever hear our keepers complain that they aren't finding the cat's food, or the cat's poop, one of the reasons is, well, a lot of them like to go in their pools. And looks like we have another little walkthrough over here, and then that goes on over to another pool and platform and Tiger Lake. But I'm going to stay on this side and not go over there because, well, above my volunteer grade. So I'm going to head back out so we can go see some cats.
All right, now you got to get yourself out of there, Sardone.
I found tiger poop again when June was coming through. First time I'd ever seen it.
Oh, yes.
I pointed it out.
You pointed out tiger poop? Was the dead giveaway just really, really big turds?
Well, it looked more like a puddle.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, not like a puddle, but like not logs.
Not logs.
Not logs. Stuff to describe, man.
It's tough to describe poop on live video, huh? And as you can see, Bridget here taking that first one off. And so, yes, back to that fundraiser thing. So our fundraiser for today is for our Bobcat Rehab. These cute little guys can run up quite the tab here for medical expenses, food, and that sort of thing. So if you click that donate button, you could help us support the adorable Summer and Summer's friends. Peter. Did you say Gertie?
Birdie?
Oh, Birdie. Like now we're naming our rehabs after the golf carts.
Maybe not Peter, but I think Venkman is one.
Ooh, Venkman, yep. Yep.
All right. So, did you go back and see? Let's go back. Let's go backtrack.
We're gonna backtrack here. Vinkman, and Peter.
Okay.
Ghostbusters are the best.
Hi, Max. We're not gonna go to Max because he's stressed, but I want to see if we can find Simba.
Okay.
Simba. Remember who you are.
The circle of life.
Oh, good God. That's happening here, apparently. Oh, he's under that platform, and if we go over there, then it's like, I think it's like Wi-Fi Black Hole City.
Well, let's not go over there. Let's see
So,
what Jazzy does.
okay, you go down that way. Go that way. I'm gonna say hi to Max. Hi, Max. Hi, Bud Bud. Kia, Venkman, Birdie, Kira, Nakia, and Summer. Okay, wow. Hi, Bubs. He is stressed, so I'm going to walk away because we don't want to bother him too much. Alright. So, here we go. So yeah, all of those Bobcat rehabs that were just named, those kiddos are where your donations are going to go. So you'll be helping to support them. Were you able to show them how we block, how we were able to get Max to, to keep Max out?
Hold on just a second. Well, I thought we were being lectured by somebody, but it turns out their name is just get to the point already.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh man. All right, so how can you tell if Max is stressed?
Well, in Max's case, I know him. I know his personality. His pacing is a very clear His pacing is a very clear sign. His panting and pacing is a very clear sign.
Or it could mean that they're hungry, but not in that case.
Not in that case. It's just knowing the cat, knowing who he is, and realizing that he's stressed. Unfortunately, we don't want that for him, but cage maintenance is something that has to happen, regardless of whether the cat is in their cage or not, which is why we lock them out of certain spaces. The goal for those types of cats is to get in, get it done, and get out. And Johnny and Ryan are doing a really great job of that right now. So hopefully they'll be done soon and Max will have quiet peace again. And that'll be good for him. Hi, lady. So unlike Max, Kali is very chill. So I know, I feel so bad for Max. I just want him to be okay. And I think he will be. Once people leave, once there's quiet, he'll be okay. Because yesterday he was totally fine. Hi, Miss Kali. Hi. So this is Kali. She's one of our older ladies here at Big Cat Rescue. And she is a very big girl. She's such a sweetie. I know. Max did have a really hard life before coming to Big Cat Rescue, and I think that's one of the reasons that he's just so anxious. He, as Deb pointed out, he was beaten. He was not treated well. He had a rough life, and some cats can overcome that, like Aria. Other cats just never do. Aria overcame it. Simba overcame it. But cats like Max, just sometimes they can't get over it, and that's okay. That's okay. You know, our goal at Big Cat Rescue is to just allow them to be. And if they're anxious, that's okay. You know, we try to accommodate that. Oh, hi. Where are you going? Okay, bye. Yep, my tiger's taking me for a walk. We will definitely go see Stony in a minute. We'll get that because I'm sure Andy's curious. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here she is in her green shirt. It's June.
Hello.
She made it to green, and I'm so excited for her.
I'm excited. This is great.
How is it? How's it going?
This is fantastic. Working with the Tigers, big step up, but so exciting.
Isn't it like?
Look, she's right there.
I know. Like there's a tiger.
There's Aria, there's me. Then there's Aria, there's me. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. Oh, I'm sorry, Jazzy.
Yes, okay.
I was thinking of doing Aria next.
Yeah, I know. She's
I'm already
next.
one step ahead.
Aria's next. So yeah, you're always kind of thinking
You gotta
ahead.
think ahead.
But
You gotta
yes.
stay one step ahead of a tiger.
Yeah, as much as you can stay one
Hi,
step
Jazzy.
ahead of a tiger.
Hi, Jazzy.
Do you want to give her a hose?
Hi, Jazzy.
Do you want to shower her?
Jazzy. Yes.
So these are the moments as a senior keeper that are thrilling and enjoyable and just so much fun. June has been a yellow shirt for quite some time. She finally made the jump. And now she gets to give a tiger showers. Yep, you have to water your tiger every day so she grows big and strong. Oh, look at that! Oh, Jazz, are you a happy girl? Oh, lots of congratulations to you, June.
Yeah, thank you. What do you think, Dad? Shower on a hot day.
Oh, happy girl. So we are excited for June. She's working on getting her sign-offs right now.
You're not
So-
done?
Watch that butt.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, June.
Thank you, everybody.
So yep, she's working on getting her sign-offs right now. So that means Matt is her person giving sign-offs, and so he is keeping an eye on her, making sure she's doing things safely and by the book. And once she's gotten all of her sign-offs, then she'll have a little bit more independence. We now have a buddy system, so.
Buddy.
Hi, buddy. We're going to see Stony. There was a request. I don't think you know who it was from, but you could probably guess.
Do we have like a?
I feel like Stony needs to. I feel like Stony needs to be viewed.
You feel like Stony needs to be viewed.
Oh my gosh, that
Okay.
breeze is just
I know.
glorious.
I was standing over there. I took my hat off. Had the
Oh.
wind going through my hair. It was great.
Your hair,
Yeah. Every
your arms.
every follicle. All right. So hold on. I'm gonna turn the camera on real quick here, if I can actually see it. Hi guys. All right. So I would say this is a legitimate catastrophe.
Oh, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. So
I'm not sure Stony's gonna make it.
I don't think Stony's gonna make it.
I think Stony. I mean, that's not our call. But,
No, it's not.
It's rough right now.
I mean, I could make Stony some wooden legs.
Oh, yeah, but then you need to make sure that you got like the appropriate type of wood in order to have it like survive out in the wild.
Yeah. So here's the deal. Lots of things go on here at Big Cat Rescue, and obviously we have this lake issue going on right now, and
Let's go the wrong way.
Victor's working real hard on it, and Carol's working real hard on it, and everybody's just trying to
Jamie's
figure
working real
out.
hard on
Jamie's
it.
working real hard on it, and everybody's just trying to figure out how to get this. I don't know. This.
It's just icky.
It's gross. And so things are going to happen, like all four legs breaking on Stony, and
It's not good.
you know, for a normal cat, they would not come out of this situation well. For Stony, I think we're at the point where beyond repair.
I don't know.
I don't either. I mean, he does technically have legs. They're just really skinny and made of iron.
The pegs.
They're
Peggy. We'll name him Peggy now.
Peggy.
Arr, Peggy.
Stony the pirate cat.
Arr, Peggy. Peggy be my name.
So anyways, yeah, Stony's looking a little rough. Somebody backed into him, obviously, with the trailer. So backhoe, trailer, something much I'm sinking into the lake. Something much heavier than Stony took Stony out. So no, these are the only ones I have. Don't worry, they'll just smell like, you know, tiger poop and, you know. I mean, this is very dark dirt we have here. Holy smokes! And then also, they ripped out the little land bridge here. Or
Yeah,
at least
they're
trying to.
They're working on getting the land bridge to go, so that way there's like a better flow between the two lakes. Because you see, this lake looks better.
Yeah.
There's still the hydrilla there.
Do you think that's so the fishies can swim back and forth?
Yes, that is in fact one of the reasons, is so that the carp can go about.
I think we renamed this area Otter Avenue. Yep. All right, so Stoney's not looking well.
It's rough.
I'd say, would you say Stoney's on his last leg?
That's awful.
Man.
Oh,
I mean, he's only got like one left.
that's my special someone, ladies and gentlemen. Yikes.
They were taking out the cattails, and backhoe got Stoney.
Yep.
So.
Better the Stony than any other cat.
Right? But what if he was like a Medusa'd cat? You know, this is stuff we got to think through. I mean, what if there was a chance?
You're bananas.
But then you really got to think about is that, you know, if Medusa froze a cat,
Why would
the
Medusa
bones,
freeze a cat?
would the bones turn to iron? Like rebar. Is that
Why?
just where do they get rebar from?
Where? Why would Medusa do anything to a cat? Cats are amazing. It was just men she had a problem with.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Stoney was angry. You know, maybe it was her pet and she was just sick of it. You know, I mean,
Hi, baby girl.
okay. So I'm gonna let you do your thing here.
All right, I'm gonna go in first and then I'll take that.
All right. Do you want me to turn the mic around?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Oh, are we doing this here now?
Oh, she's so happy. So happy.
Hi, Pumpkin. Speaking of pumpkin, did you see that Deb's boosting up pumpkin carving? Oh, jeez. Hi, Lily. How's my girl? How's my love? Oh, sweet girl. Hi. Oh, my love. Hi, baby. So good. How's my sweet girl? All right, hang on. I gotta get around to the other side, sweetness. Here, I'm gonna. Will you put that gate behind me, please?
You're so cute.
Oh my goodness! Hi. Hi. So the enclosure that she was in previously is she's blocked off of that for now. I don't know if they're doing work on that. So she just has the back half closer to the barn. Hi, my love. What is such a lovely lady? Hi, baby. Oh, my girl. Hi. What are you doing, love? Oh. You coming over here? Okay. Hi, babes. Here, let's go to this front bubble where it's shady. Come on. Come on, babes. Come on. You want to go see Andy? Come on, let's go see Andy. Austin, we did small cats this morning on Facebook. So you can check that out. It's probably loaded to Daily Big Cat already.
You should also know that Austin has started a company, Son of a Nutcracker.
Yes, I love it. Son of a nutcracker. What are you doing, sweet girl?
I think we make a t-shirt with that on there.
Oh. Hi. Aria. Aria. Hi, my love. Oh, this girl. Yeah, I think she is, Daniel. I think she is in heat. And there's a boy across the street right now on vacation rotation. Kimba just moved in. And yes, tigers are the only big cats that chuff. Other big cats make different vocalizations. We know lions like to roar. Manny likes to make sawing noises, as do other leopards. Jinx is not a sawer that I'm aware of. He doesn't really vocalize much. It's just stealthy and quiet. Hi. Hi, babes. Oh, my love. Oh. Oh, we gotta roll. Oh. I'm not gonna do that right now. Yeah, we didn't see Cat in the live stream because he was the meds person was trying to get him to eat. So that is why we didn't go over there, because I didn't want to distract him. Getting him to eat is more important, so he can take his meds, which he's been kind of stubborn about. Yes, yes. But that meds person gives him whatever he wants, so he takes his meds. Yes, they do. Diane, we tried to see Nala, but she's on Funcation, and we could not find her. We saw squirrels and birds in Funcation. Hello. Hi. Oh, sweet girl. You're such a good girl. Such a good girl. All right. So, while we have you guys here, and we're going to take a quick minute to sit. Your keepers are coming. We're going to sit for a minute, and since we have everybody, we've got your attention before we move on to some more cats. And yes, we will see the castle. Here, I'm giving this to you.
You know what? Hold, sorry if this sounds terrible, everybody. Hold on a second. There we go. And there. That's more functional.
Is that better? Okay.
That's better. I feel better about that. Okay, so why are we sitting here?
Well, we are going to check out Kimba's castle in a minute, because I know everybody is asking. Oh, and Summer is coming out of, Summer is getting ready to go outside, so multitask.
Oh my God. If Jane wasn't going in there and zoom in. June, sorry.
She's so cute.
Oh, man, let's see if we can.
Someone get a picture of that and send it to me. I want to send it to...
There she is. Look at that face. Aria.
Aria. Hi, baby.
All right.
All right.
All right, so what we're going to talk about?
All right, so since we have everybody here, and we are right here by Aria, and Deb mentioned it, and it was absolutely perfect timing. Aria is a great example of why the Big Cat Public Safety Act needs to pass. And since we've got you guys here, we're going to have that conversation. We'll move on, and we'll talk a little bit more, or we'll go ahead and we'll show you guys Kimba's castle. If I can't go behind that barricade because that's currently his enclosure, and I can't go behind that barricade. But I'm covered in these thingies. But do you want to talk about the Big Cat Public Safety Act?
Yes.
I'm going to futz with this.
In brief, text cast to 52886. There we go, done. No, so Big Cat Public Safety Act, and it looks like I just got a message from Daniel and Bella. Oh, thank you for sending us photos of Aria. So the Big Cat Public Safety Act we need support. We are so close to getting this thing passed, but it needs more of a push. So if you could please text CAST to 52886. We need to make sure that this bill passes so we can start to save some of these cats. The cats that are in captivity have a direct effect on the cats in the wild. And so a lot of that's going to get explained later on at 12:30. And actually, you know what? I'll just put that link in here right now because I have it copied. So in the chat, you're going to see a link pop up. Just open it up another tab, just keep it sitting there. That is for the vidcast that Bridge and I did with the incredible people from the Hidden Tiger. Now, with the Big Cat Public Safety Act, this is a law that hopefully will get passed that will keep cats like Aria out of captivity, right? It would prevent cats like Aria from being born in the first place.
It'll end the private ownership and abusive cub petting of exotic cats here in the United States, and that.
So you got all the verbiage for this. I got to piece it together.
That is vitally important. Aria lived in captivity for years, and she was given poor, medical care. She was given poor nutrition. Oh, she's getting a shower now from June. June is just loving that. She was not cared for properly, and because of that, she came to us with huge, huge gaping wounds on her shoulders and hips, both sides, that ended up costing thousands of dollars in medical care. And if she had been living in a facility or had not been living in a facility at all and been in the wild, that would have been something that, was non-existent. She wouldn't have been laying in her own feces. She wouldn't have been, become immune to certain medicines because it wasn't being properly administered. Aria did not deserve that life, and she is a sweet, sweet girl, aside from what she went through. But that should never have happened. She was neglected. She was abused. I consider that abuse.
Neglect is directly a form of abuse.
She didn't deserve that life. Priya didn't deserve that life either. Priya was used to speed breed cubs. She spent the entire portion of her life before coming to Big Cat Rescue just pumping out cubs. Like
every 2 or 3 years they're supposed to have cubs.
In the
Naturally.
wild, Priya would have had cubs every 2 to 5 years, depending on how long it took them to mature and grow up and fend for themselves. But she was pumping them out, multiple times a year, and that's not okay. And that's the reason that we are working so hard to end the private ownership and cub petting here in the United States. And that
there's no excuse for somebody to neglect any other sentient being, right? It's messed up. We have on the low end of it, we have some very good friends that work at local animal shelters, and they say the same thing, is that somebody just walked in and dropped off a dog or a cat simply because they just didn't want it anymore. I'm sorry, that's your family. You don't mess around with family. Aria, at one point in time, same kind of thing here, but somebody felt the need to neglect her. So, and it's just messed up. You don't do that. I mean, how could anybody possibly lock a cat or any animal into a cage and then walk away and hope that it fends for itself? Well, that's the problem. They're not hoping. So just don't
awful.
do it.
They don't have the resources to fend for themselves. Because they're captive born. They don't have resources. They don't know how to handle these things. And Aria is very sweet-natured, but we saw Max, who was abused, and he doesn't fare so well. Kimba struggles. Amanda struggled. She was a product of cub petting, and she never got over it.
Oh, real quick, quick question. A little off topic. Get to the point already. Wanted to know if Aria also has this other section of the enclosure.
Aria is in Amanda's former enclosure right now.
Okay.
the problem is that we need this bill to be passed because these cats don't deserve these lives. As great as Big Cat Rescue is, they don't deserve these lives. They deserve to be wild and free. And unfortunately, these kids can't go free. But if we can make the lives of wild cats better by passing this bill, then why don't we?
Yep.
Why can't we?
Yep. Yeah, if you can text CATS to 52886, please do it. I know many of you do that follow us fairly regularly, or you're on top of this, you're messaging these guys every day. And just like, I've been saying for a while here, is that one of the reasons that the Big Cat Public Safety Act didn't pass last time was due to things like COVID and large amounts of money that was getting distributed in Congress to the public. There was a lot going on, and the Big Cat Public Safety Act got shelved. And the people that needed to hear about it didn't hear about it because there were other large issues going on. And when it does come to this, we really do need all representatives on hand. And mind you, if any senators or congressional people are watching and you feel the need to respond to my emails with, I only respond to the people that are within my state, give me a break. That's just research the bill.
This benefits everybody. This benefits our first responders, our firefighters, our police officers, our emergency, our EMS, like our ambulance drivers. All of those people benefit from this. We owe it to the cats to protect them, and we owe it to those people that are fighting fires and coming to emergency responses to keep them safe.
We do know that, let's see, a few of Priya's cubs are up at Wildcat.
Three of her boys and her sister are at Wildcat Sanctuary in Minnesota, but the rest of her cubs were likely used as props for photos and cub petting. And then who knows what happened, because there's not always regulation or laws in the states that require that you keep tabs on them. They could have been sold into circuses, they could have been sold into roadside zoos, they could have been sold into canned hunts, they could have been sold for their parts, they could have some of the sons are at Turpentine. Okay, we've got Edith said that there are some at Turpentine Creek. Okay, that's good. Turpentine Creek is good. We like them. But who knows? Who knows how many hundreds or, who knows how many of her cubs she had. Who knows how many she had?
And to that point, that's just Priya. That's one cat.
That's just Priya.
I watched a little interview yesterday that popped up on my YouTube feed, and it was...
Two of Priya's cubs are at Turpentine Creek and a daughter at Carolina Tiger Rescue. So we know where six of her cubs are.
And that's still just her. I was watching an interview yesterday that Tim Harrison did with some reporters out in Houston, and he's from Outreach for Animals, and he made the statement that there's more cats in people's households in Texas than there are in the wild, and the news reporter's jaws dropped. And if the bill passes, this will bring an end to this, speed breeding of these cats. These are not props, they're not entertainment, they're sentient beings that should not be locked in cages. But if we release them, they wouldn't know how to survive, and they would become dangerous to us. So there's a lot of rules in that separate topic. But, the thing is, wildcats should remain in the wild. They shouldn't be in your backyard, right? Here's live comments right here if you want to see. Right. Should we maybe make our way over the other side of the sanctuary?
Yeah, let's start moving on and talk about some cats.
Should we do the whole hidden tiger thing real quick?
Susan, I'm not exactly sure how many representatives. I think Carol talked about that on our last cat chat. So there's that information. It's definitely a very informative cat chat we did. We dropped that podcast. You can watch it on Daily Big Cat. You can listen to it on Apple Podcasts. You can listen to it on Spotify. So you can check that podcast out with Carol. She talks about the Big Cat Public Safety Act, and she gave that information about how many representatives we have as co-sponsors. So I can't remember that information off the top of my head. Numbers don't stick in my brain as well as other things for some reason. So
That's
Yeah.
why you got me kicking around.
I know. That's why I
Yeah,
have
I
you.
got numbers. Can't remember anything. Give me grocery list. Not happening.
It's true.
No.
It's true.
All grocery lists need to be text messaged.
It's true.
Um,
The Hidden Tiger documentary is coming out on October 5th. It's definitely worth the money you will spend to rent or buy it. No worries, Catherine. What's the question?
How do?
How
do?
do we okay,
How do? How do we stop?
hang on. Let her finish.
If the queen is available, we will knock on her door and see if, it opens. If she's there. I was going for a joke, bad one. So anyways, if she's out, we'll see her.
Catherine, I'm wondering if you're going to ask, how do we stop?
Oh, because we're being smuggled.
Okay. As far as getting them smuggled into the country from the wild, that is Border Patrol, that is law enforcement and officials.
Yep.
But if we make it illegal to have private ownership of these cats here in the United States, then it's going to be easier to keep an eye on that, because they will have to be part of accredited zoos and sanctuaries.
Oh, I do have an example on that.
Do you?
Yeah. So when it comes to how the law would work in a kind of a rough way, layman way, is if you...
Be right back.
Okay. In the United States, we have cubs that are bred here all the time. It's absolutely asinine when you look into how many are actually being bred here. Not a big cat rescue. We don't breed cats. But when it comes to being stolen from other countries and brought back in, that's where it gets pretty interesting. Now, if we relate it to laws that have been passed that meant to prevent things like this, for example, if you take a look at a lot of what the DEA does with drugs that come over, you don't hear too much about them being made here. You might hear a little thing about the guy down the street or something like that, but you don't hear much about drugs being made in the U.S., so to speak. You hear more about them coming over, and it's a whole lot less than if they were allowed to be made here. So point that I'm trying to make is that if we get this law passed and people cannot breed in the United States legally. Now, mind you, the criminals always find a way, but when the law is there is repercussions, and that stops a lot of the people that would think about doing something like this. And so it's a big leg up in the fight against cub petting, in the fight against putting these cats out for props, in the fight against trying to make sure that this doesn't happen anymore. So all in all, I know I'm getting a little rambly here. There is no MiFi. We're just on good old AT&T right now. But the point is that by getting the law passed, one of the biggest abusers of cats, the United States, is basically putting the whole world in check, or a big one, China, in check, saying, hey, we're going to clean up our game here. It's time for you guys to do it too, and that needs to happen. And I'm hoping this time around our representatives see that. So Mrs. Susan Schultz, let's see, there are 217 co-sponsors in the House, 31 senators. We need 270 plus representatives and 50 plus senators, so please call them. Yes, thank you very much, Susan. We got to get on it. Let's figure out who's not doing this. Let's get on it. If it is, if you're in a red state, get those Republicans on board. Right? Once you start to talk to them, if you can get somebody on the phone, they will understand you. They will listen to you. Trust me, they're not willing to blow off a lot of their people. And if they do, well, that's when you vote them out. So I'm about to get all political here. So it's time for Bridget to come save me. Let's see what they are up to. Tiger Mafia. Yep, that's a big one. That's a great one. So as we mentioned, we are going to go walking and seeing some cats here in just a second. Looks like June and Bridge are down there talking about something. So we're going to let them speak for a quick second, hammer out what they're working on. Now, The Hidden Tiger, if you do get a chance and you can watch that, please go ahead and do it. We explain a lot of it at 12:30. And again, I'm going to post that link in the chat, and I've seen Deb post it a couple times. So there you go. There's that link that goes directly to there. So see if I can get Bridge back on over, and maybe we'll go see some cats before the phone dies. All right. And then, of course, the podcast is in, I don't think I put it in the show notes, but I'll post the link again by the time we're done here. And if any of you aren't into podcasting, like listening to things, it's well worth it. It's well worth your time. I love podcasts. So I'm interested from all of you. What podcasts do you guys listen to? Oh, we're getting some company. It's the Super Chuffer. Yeah, sure. Daniel, the show, the documentary Hidden Tiger. Well, I don't think you can view it yet, and I'm a little scratching my head a little bit as whether you can actually view it on iTunes. I saw it on iTunes. I don't know if it's pre-order or you can actually just start to watch it. So. No, the Hidden Tiger is not available yet. So, I think that I'm looking for like a big sandcastle here, and nope, just dilapidated boxes. No, the Hidden Tiger is not out yet. You can get it on the 5th. So I think there might be another documentary of some sort with a similar name, but on the 5th, just queue up the Hidden Tiger. All right. So it looks like that castle really didn't live long. Yeah, that thing's dead. Hey, Catherine. Darn phone. I had to listen to religious podcasts. Hated it. Loved Disney one-on-ones. Okay, all right. So the Daily, You Are Not So Smart. Okay, Hidden Brain. All right, awesome. I like those. I got to get to the Hidden Brain one. Can he do that? Well, yeah, you think it. Do it. We're big fans of Josh and Chuck. And the Dan Lebitard Stowe with Stugatz.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about podcasts.
I love
So
those
they're
podcasts.
like, they're like, which ones are you listening to?
You listen to that one because I listen to that one.
Yes, because you do. All right, you ready to roll?
Let's go see about Nikki.
All right, so in just a second, I'll post in the links for the podcast and stuff.
Do you want me to take that so you can do that?
Are you cool with it?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I got it. There we go.
So, what's for lunch today?
I don't know. I think we're just gonna, grab something. I don't know, at the hot bar at Whole Foods.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Because we gotta stop at the grocery store anyway. Oh, there she is. There she goes. She's a busy lady today. Every day she's a busy lady. Yeah, I think we'll grab something from the hot bar from Whole Foods because I have to grab a couple of groceries after we leave, so we might as well go to Whole Foods and get the hot bar.
All right, here it is, guys. Oh, man, it's too many characters. It's like, take off 273 characters.
Okay,
All right,
so...
I'll put in the big ones. iTunes, Spotify, that sort of thing.
All right, so Andy's going to go ahead and load some links into the chat for you guys. So in just under an hour, we've got the video cast coming to dailybigcat.com. And then at 1 o'clock this afternoon, Big Cat time, which is East Coast time, we will have the actual podcasts.
There you go. It's not very organized, but...
There's one. There we go. There'll be podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, a lot of other
It's
places.
on iHeartRadio, Stitcher. I think it's on Overcast. Anyways, it's on the big ones. So I think it may have been Susan that messaged me about getting it on another app that she uses. So if you don't see it at 1 o'clock, check tomorrow, and it might take a day or so for the transfer over. This is the first time I've done a delayed post like this, so hopefully it'll do.
So the newest member to Big Cat Rescue would be Aria. She is our most recent rescue.
I have an idea.
Um,
We need to build an enclosure around all of this and put Beecher in it.
oh, jeez. All of this grass, all of this.
Just put Beecher in it. So Aria is the newest member.
Yeah, she's the most recent member of Big Cat Rescue family.
She's a cutie.
She is a cutie. All right, we're headed towards Nikita now. And we've only got about 20 minutes left in this video. So let's go ahead. We'll see Nikita. We'll do a quick zip by Nikki. We'll say hi to Jinx. We'll say hi to the Curicles. And, oh, we need to check in on Manny's pool. So, sorry, babe. Oh, you're such...
Oh, my
Your life is so
hand.
rough. I know.
Why'd you do that?
Oh, thank you, Deb. The Guatemala boys are the most recent rescue in November. I'm sorry. I thought Aria was the most recent. So thank you, Deb. I'm going to pass this to you for just a minute. Thank you.
All right, so Bridget's taking a look and making sure that we can go back there right now. Oh, she found her. All right. Got like maintenance going on around here and all sorts of fun stuff, so just gotta make sure all is clear. All right, and I'll flood the chat with links while Bridget is doing this.
Hi, my love. How is my girl? Hi, babes. There she is. Hi, Nick. There she is. Hi, love. That's a big yawn. Down here. Hi, babes. Yeah, she's been feeling the shade lately more than being out in the open air section. She likes it over here. This is her jam lately. Right, lady?
Matt, switch to 3. Switching.
Oh, those are big lion yawns. I know. Oh, such a good girl. Such a sweet lady. All right. All right, babes. Whew. All right, let's show you guys Jinx's or sorry, Manny's new pool.
Bobcat.
All right. You guys got to see Kimba's destruction of his sandcastle. It makes me happy. Here, can I pass this to you? It makes me so happy that he enjoys his enrichment. Just makes my heart happy that that boy loves it so. So this past week was dry here at Big Cat Rescue. We didn't have any rain, so it was a very productive week. And we can't wait to show you guys Manny's pool, which will hopefully be done soon.
Bobcat.
Somebody ever said that, it freaked me out. I was like,
I know. Well, it was like when I was driving in the middle of the country down a back road
it was
going
in
70 miles an
Rochester
hour,
Mile. It was Rochester.
and somebody feels the need to scream deer.
It was in Rochester. We were in the middle of the city, and it was a John Deere dealership.
It was a tractor.
It was a John Deere dealership.
Deer! Oh, God. We almost crashed. Anyways, the pool's coming along great. It's looking pretty good.
Oh, they saw it already. That's okay. So, yep, there it is.
He's got a pretty cool pool going on.
I know. It's going to be awesome. Oh, look, there he is. Hi, sir.
So this is interesting. Like up top here, he's got like his own seat.
Well,
Or is that like a waterfall?
it's like a waterfall.
Yeah, you don't want to sit on there. There's a pipe coming out of it. So
yeah,
never mind. Yeah.
That's how the water moves. And then there's the drain.
Yeah.
There he is. Hi, sir.
Make a terrible bidet. Sorry.
Hi. Here
Here,
we can go. This, yeah.
we're allowed to go through this little.
Yes, this is acceptable. We're still behind the barricade. Hey, bud.
Hey, Manny.
Hi. There he is.
Mr. Manny.
Manuel. Hey, Bobs. What? Oh, with the paws crossed, you're very handsome.
All right, where's your next?
I'm gonna see if we can find Jinx.
All right. Oh, really? I wish I was able to give you treats, but nope. Nope.
Highly suspect.
Seen what happens there.
All right. Oh, I found him.
Marcy says he's posing for his statue because he hears Stoney's out of the game now. That is one effective fly trap.
Yeah, they're so gross. All right. Flat cat. Flat cat. I know you're here. Oh, and you are already flat catting. Hi. Yes, I can see you. Hi, handsome. What you doing, Bubs? Jinxie boy. There's part of me that wonders if he's gonna come with me. Come on, Jinx! Nope. Oh, really? With that? Oh, good boy. You're such a crazy kid. I wonder if maybe his paw is itchy. What's up with that? Oh, yeah. Yep. We've got a couple more minutes. Thank you for the reminder, Deb. All your donations today are going towards the Bobcat rehab. And for those of you that have been loving the videos of Summer, she's one of those girls. She's one of our rehab girls, one of our many rehab kiddos. And man, that kid is cute. I'm going to have Andy pull that video or that photo up again that Deb sent him, and you guys can all see how cute she is. Bella, don't feel bad. Please remember that making the call of the wild is the most important thing you can do. All right, where's that photo of Summer that Deb sent you?
It's in my messages from Deb.
Yeah, I want to show the people. Let's show them again.
That's Daniel.
That girl right there.
Seriously.
For the love of Mike, she is adorable. Look at this. Look at this smush face. Look at that smush.
That's like, they put an extra 9-volt battery.
Oh my God. So cute. Look at that baby. Oh, oh,
Super
smush. Just a smush. Yep, I'm headed that way, Susan. We're going to say hi to Cyrus. We'll swing by. Well, let's see. It looks like I don't see a serval here on vacation. All right, we're going to swing by Cyrus, say hi to him. You got it? All right, where are you, cutie? Turn this microphone around real quick.
There you are. Hello. Hi. 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 cute boy. Hi. Oh, thank you for sponsoring Cyrus. Can I borrow your phone, please?
Captain, just delivery, please.
All right. All right, so what's going on right now, and why am I walking away with the clip in my hand? Oh, Andy, get with the program. All right, so what's going on right now? Well, what happens here at Big Cat is we have kind of a all hands on deck or all eyes on the cats policy. So whether something's little or big, we contact the operations manager if we see that there may potentially be an issue with the cat. Doesn't mean it's a big thing at all. Everything all right?
Yep.
Yep, and
Need a
so
hotspot.
Cyrus is all good, just a hotspot. And that's easily treatable. Sounds like Afton knew about it. So, nothing crazy.
Let's have a quick conversation about what just happened for anybody who's new and may have a question.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then we'll answer any questions that you guys might have. We'll sit in the shade because there's a breeze and it's lovely.
Lovely.
Oh, and I'm also hungry now. I'm excited about food. I can't read any of the questions.
You're right, this doesn't work for us.
No. I was going to sit on this bench here.
Oh, all right. Need to find our proper bench.
There we go. All right.
Okay, what's up?
So for anybody that was wondering what just happened, especially if you're newer here, at Big Cat Rescue, my job is first and foremost, I'm a senior keeper. So my job is to care for the cats, and that includes feeding, cleaning their enclosures, and then also at moments like that where I saw that there was a hot spot on his left side, my job is to report that to my coordinator and confirm that they either A, know about it, or B, if they don't know about it, do they want me to get a photo of it. I noticed he had like what looked like a hot spot on his left side, so I handed the camera off to Andy, and then I took his phone so I could take a photo, and then I called Afton, who's our coordinator for the day, and checked in to see if she knew about it. And in fact, she does know. She does know. They know he's getting medication for it, and we have a topical spray that he gets sprayed on it as well. So that was what I was up to, because I needed to make sure that he was getting all the care that he can get immediately if it wasn't addressed already. So that's what that was about. Any other questions that we may not have answered already on this chat, on this podcast, or not? Oh, geez, I'm getting my
Chat,
platforms.
podcast, vidcast, live. Oh, well, let's see. How do you know when a cat has a problem?
My job is to look at the cat. I see the cat pretty much every single time I'm here, multiple times within that day between feeding and cleaning. And also that's part of the training that we get as keepers. So it's not like they just throw you out there and they're like, okay, good luck. You get to clean up after tigers. You have to progress through the program, and within that you start to learn more about how to assess each cat. It's one of the reasons that we do things like operant conditioning. It's one of the reasons that we do things like enrichment. It's one of the reasons that we look over the cats when they're eating breakfast every morning. I hadn't seen Cyrus in a while. I just hadn't worked. Barbie, yeah, Barbara, please ask your question again because we may have missed it. And so my job is to just look over the cats. I see the question, Barbara, and I will answer that in a minute.
It's funny that Susan asked that and then Barbara asked that. That's
So
pretty
my so yeah, that's first and foremost. As much as I really like hanging out with you guys and I want to share things with you, first and foremost, I need to make sure that the cats are cared for. So if that means handing off the camera to Andy and cutting things a little bit short, that's just kind of how it has to be. Barbara, when it comes to cats catching wild things, like somebody had mentioned that the last time Nala was on Funcation, she caught a snake. If the animal can be rescued and released and it can survive, we will do that. If the animal has passed because of the cat interacting, then we will do our best to get that animal out of the enclosure, and then it will be disposed of.
Let's see here. Daniel's asking again, how's Marzipan doing? Marzipan's doing great. Bridget and I will have some footage of Mars coming up here probably around December.
Austin, Chaos, and Priya, unfortunately, no, our time is ending here today. We have things we have to get squared away.
And our schedule for today is...
We are pretty darn booked.
Is insane.
But we will definitely we'll do this again. Please remember that we are live every first Saturday of the month right here on dailybigcat.com. If you like the small cats and you are available to watch...
Jinx got a hold of a turtle. Yeah.
The small cats are on Facebook. At 9 a.m.
Yeah, that's where
right?
we're
Okay.
9 a.m. Facebook, small cats. Big cats, 10:30.
Yep, on Daily Big Cat. So if you have Facebook, and you can watch at 9 a.m. the first Saturday of every month, we'll see the small cats. And then if you can follow along, at 10:30 we do big cats.
Yep. And I just got the notification on my phone for the premiere of the vidcast. So vidcast, man, this is getting...
I know. Vidcast, podcast, walkabout. There's a lot. We
need to come up with a full encapsulating word.
All right, we'll think about that on our way to get groceries and lunch.
Yeah, we'll get all philosophical.
Oh, geez.
Yes, philosophical Andy's great. All right, so anyways, you guys will see us again at 12:30. You'll also see some amazing people at 12:30 as well. So stick around. Make sure that you get that chance to see that. And you guys are all very welcome.
Don't forget, Aaron is live at 6 o'clock on Clubhouse, so you can check that out. I was here 10 hours yesterday, so I'm tired now, and it's time for me to get on to the next step of my life outside of Big Cat Rescue. I know it's shocking, but I do have a life outside of Big Cat Rescue.
What?
Personal cats, laundry, grocery shopping.
Teaching Andy how to do laundry?
Yeah, oof.
I don't know what I've done with my laundry recently. It all stinks.
Thank you guys so much for joining us this morning. We are so grateful for having you guys here. Please don't forget to make the call of the wild. Check out the video cast. It's going to be live in about 25 minutes. You can check that out on Daily Big Cat, and we will catch you guys. You will see us in a little bit. You will see us on the third Saturday of the month with another vidcast, and then we will be live again the first Saturday of November.
Yep, and if all goes well, the next video cast and podcast is another little surprise for you guys. So we're just having some scheduling issues, so we'll see if we can get that to you. All right, so you guys have a great one.
Don't forget, Hidden Tiger is available starting October. Good grief, what month is it? Tuesday, October 5th. Check it out. You guys will be able to learn more about that on the video cast at 12:30. Victoria, we did talk about the Big Cat Public Safety Act and why it's important a little bit ago, so you can rewatch this on dailybigcat.com, and we will catch up with you guys later on. Stay safe, stay well, and don't forget to make the call of the wild.